Looking back on 2024.
2024. A lot of things went down this year. Shoot, a lot of people went down this year. This was the most influential and historical year I've lived through so far.
I'm not gonna lie. This year was pretty good. This year was pretty good. This year treated me pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It treated me really good.
This is one of them years you tell your grandkids about.
They tried to assassinate that boy 2 times. 2 times!
Okay, let's look back at all the wild things that happened in 2024.
Talk to me.
2024 started off with a bang. 3 days into it, and out of nowhere, this dude Cat Williams appeared and casually took over the internet on Shannon Sharp's podcast.
That was this
and he
year.
exposed the whole
year.
industry from a cozy living room with a fireplace. That's how you know Cat's a real demon. How do you even build up enough hood evil energy to expose other celebrities in such a happy environment? If I was sitting here, I would be thinking about warm cookies and stuff. And the quotes that came from this podcast were legendary.
I can't even imagine the misery of these bums.
But after Cat skinned his peers alive with words, we didn't hear nothing from him again. The way he called out all those celebrities set the precedent for the rest of the year, because the exposing just got crazier as the year went on.
Oh my god.
It's like he knew what was gonna happen.
He literally
just gave us a trailer.
Wait, I just realized.
So many people got canceled this year, it got to the point where I thought I was next. So before one of y'all go back to my past trying to cook my career, I'ma just admit it now. I said the R word in an old video. The one that rhymes with P hard. Yeah, I know. Very evil. How could you say that? Okay, according to the rules of the internet, since I already acknowledged it, I am now immune to being cancelled, right? But nah, the 2024 list of canceled celebrities were kinda surprising. Mr. Beast, Dr. Disrespect.
You can't cancel Mr. Beast. You literally can't cancel Mr. Beast, bro.
Even Marquez Brownlee got some flack this year of all.
He recently got canceled, I'm pretty sure, because he was going fucking like 95 in a 25 school zone. Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
People got called out for driving super fast in the children area and putting it in a video just to edit it out later after people started to notice. This year just reinforced my belief that no matter how cool, no matter how good some of these internet celebrities seem, they're
don't do that. Don't do that. I don't drive like that. I don't drive like that, chat. I don't drive like that at all, okay? I drive very safely. I don't drive fucking 70 miles an hour in a school zone. I don't do that. I do not do that.
Most trash people in real life. I'll tell you right now, do not look up to me. I'm a piece of shit. Let me tell you, this dude got.
Y'all can look up to me. Y'all can look up to me, okay? I feel like I could be a good role model. I feel
called out for speeding in the children's zone. I do that every day. I drive past school.
There was a sign that said autistic children in the area, and he sped up to a COM 70.
Buses when they stop. Them kids better learn how to dodge. Speaking of kids,
he said this is gonna be a special. All right.
I don't want to segue into the Diddy stuff like that. That's not cool. Okay, I got it. What rhymes with kitty? Diddy. Wait. When I said kitty, I meant cats, not like kitty as in kids. Anyway, yeah, I think the biggest cancellation was Diddy. This dude always had a lot of bad energy around him.
It's definitely Diddy. It's definitely Diddy. I feel like
there was always a rumor that he was the one that got Tupac killed. This dude,
because he was the one that got him killed.
Diddy has committed many crimes, but I think the worst one is that haircut. Oh my gosh. They should have known he was a degenerate just off of this image alone.
Brother,
grown man had the same haircut I wanted in the 2nd grade. I think he Roscoe Dash. And I know the internet has been making memes about Diddy since he got exposed. Even I cracked some Diddy riddles myself. But in all seriousness, I'm glad some of these celebrities are actually being served justice for how terrible they are. And don't be fooled, bro. There's no way Diddy is the only one doing all this freak stuff. All I'ma say is,
Ronnie always whisper yelling, bro. I feel like it's gonna be an ongoing, bro, because my mother's home. My mother is home. I can't be yelling like crazy, bro. She literally be like, even when I whisper yell, she's like, she's always like, Ronnie, why are you talking so loud? Even my sister's like that too. My sister's like next door, so I try to accommodate for them. You know what I'm saying? I don't really wanna, you know what I mean?
They need to look into Jimmy Fallon. I'm just saying. Something about his face, those eyes have seen some inexcusable things. And to piggyback on the Diddy thing, am I the only one that's getting tired of all this Predator-related content online this year? Even streamers started doing vigilante Chris Hansen operations. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for Predators getting exposed and embarrassed. But damn, it seems like everyone's so obsessed with the topic this year. Like, I don't want to see that on my feed all day. It gets depressing. Even Kendrick Lamar leaned into the whole Predator stuff with the Drake beef. I'm not gonna get too deep into the whole Kendrick versus Drake thing, because I already made a video on that. But yeah, this was probably the highlight of 2024. Had everybody checking up on the beef every day. Had the
Literally,
unemployed
bro.
on Twitter concocting essay-long tweets, making a conspiracies on why Drake actually successfully manipulated Kendrick to diss him with incorrect information. Like, what are we talking about? Even my parents were talking about it. They only watch CNN. How did they end up knowing about the beef? The other huge thing that happened this year was the whole Trump assassination attempt. I understand.
By the way, I was playing paintball when this happened. And that shit was crazy. I was like, whoa. The fact that we live in a time that a ex-president almost got assassinated, that's fucking crazy.
That Trump is a very polarizing figure, but whether you like him or hate him, you gotta admit, the run he had this year was generational. Who else do you know that's willing to emote seconds after nearly getting clapped live on national television, bleeding from the ear, just taunting the now dead shooter like, "You missed me"? The whole thing was just so historical. It was one of the few times I really had to sit and be like, whoa, I'm living through history right now. Like, this is gonna be in our children's textbooks, bro. Children are gonna have assignments on the same thing we crack jokes about on Twitter. That's crazy. But I'm gonna be honest. I have some conspiracy theories about the whole situation, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. Okay, no, I'm not. I think the whole thing was an FBI operation that's main goal was to... Hang on, what was that? Hang on.
Please, no. Help.
Oh yeah, the Olympics happened this year. The Olympics is one of the only
I forgot about the Olympics.
times I felt
That was a time, bro. I felt so American. Ah!
patriotic. The only other time I feel like a true American is when I'm gouging myself with food fried with the most horrid oils known to man. The Olympics had me ready to enter the draft. Just watching the track sport like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Ah, America, America. Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day.
Had me marching and saluting at the screen like Robert E. Lee. The Olympics was so fun to watch. The best sports there was the skateboarding and high jump. Those jumpers look
high
so
jump was
elegant
fire.
going over the bars, bro.
I could do
I
that.
didn't even
I
think
could do
humans
that.
could move like that.
I could
Luckily,
do
my
that.
sleep schedule was backwards during the summer, so I was able to catch all the Olympic games since they're all happening like super early where I'm at. It was a great alternative to being alone with my thoughts at 4 a.m. Ugh. Let's talk about the memes of 2024. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like recently the goal of memes have been less about being funny and more about being as confusing as possible. Go to any comment section now. Someone's gonna be like, this video is so Sigma Rizzy Hawk 2 Accord. And it'll have like 3 million likes. The only meme I found funny this year was the... There were some interesting announcements.
Yeah, I feel like that, either that or the... No, I'm not gonna lie. When the Ninja Taper Fade meme first came out, that shit was pretty funny. That shit was really funny. I don't know why that shit was so funny to me, bro.
Announcements this year. GTA 6 got announced late last year, and I'm not sure if a second trailer is going to be released by the time I upload this video, but I'm looking forward to that. And who could forget the Minecraft movie trailer? I
am
Steve. I don't know. I feel
Ninja Taper Fade was too funny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when it was funny, bro, that shit was funny. I don't know why that shit was so funny, bro.
like this should have been an animated film. Like, why would you make this live action? I'm so sick of these obvious cash grabs from these film companies. Oh, let's just make a mid-film and slap a popular brand and put popular people in it. Creativity is not a thing anymore. It's all about profits.
Literally.
This is a little unrelated, but can we bring back Disney hand-drawn animated movies? I was watching some classic Disney movies and I was like, whoa, this
Never
is...
seen George laugh as hard as he did when you showed him it.
I was starstruck, bro. I might make a whole video on this topic, so I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but I need the style to return. The albums of 2024 were very interesting. I think the best one being Brat. No skips, whole album was a unique experience. Other than that, I feel like there was an unusual amount of mid that dropped.
I never heard that album, actually. I feel like we should do an album reaction later. Or one of these days. I never heard Brat, but there's a lot of good albums that came out this year. I'm not gonna lie.
This year. Kanye dropped Vultures 2, and that was so trash.
It was
He need
trash.
to put that
It was very
nitrous down
trash.
and lock himself into the studio until he finds his mind. Lil Uzi dropped a surprisingly bad album. On there talking about wah 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 wah. To be fair, I actually like that song. The album was still bad. Now he's saying he only dropped the album to get out of his record label deal, which I don't believe.
That's
I don't
pretty
believe
smart.
for a second.
That's pretty
I think he
smart.
just saw the risk.
Frank Ocean did that. Frank Ocean did that, actually. He did that. He baited his label to get out of the thing, and then he actually dropped Blonde literally like a day after or some shit like that.
Reception online, it felt like he had to come up with something. I'm afraid as of right now, my goat is washed. And Playboy Cardi dropped
Nothing.
I'm so sick of this lying, blood-sucking bum.
yet.
This time last year,
Big
he was acting
YBL
like he was
shit.
finna drop the album and still nothing. Was too busy robbing streamers on camera. It's sad that he has such a loyal fan base and he lets them down time and time again. As I'm recording this, Cardi just canceled last second on a performance he was supposed to do in the Middle East and in Rolling Loud. You go on to Reddit and everyone's all mad about it, but all Cardi has to do is drop a pic of him wearing a weave and everyone forgets all about it. And Kendrick also dropped a top tier classic West Coast album. I'm not a crazy big fan of Kendrick Lamar, but this album
I haven't heard this album either.
was right up my alley. Kendrick somehow modernized the 90s West Coast sound. But yeah, other than that, this year was really mid for music. I'm glad Young Thug is finally out so he can bless the streets again.
Honey, be, I'm gonna hit a very nigga one in me.
The last thing I want to touch on is AI. Bro, since that video I made talking about AI, it's like the technology tripled in its abilities. We got AI making whole videos, songs, even video games. I ain't gonna lie. It's over. By next year, there's gonna be an AI jawbreaker just with a better upload schedule, and all of you are gonna leave me for him, and I'm gonna be homeless and broke, cause my major is computer engineering, and that's gonna be gone too. I am chopped. But at least I have a degree, right? Anyways, that's 2024. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and also just let me know how your year went. Looking forward to 2025. Hopefully this time next year I'm playing GTA 6 and I'm not miserable. Okay, bye. Tell your mom I said hi.
Fuck? Great fucking video, but yo, what you mean? What? It's a pretty good video. AI is gonna take over the world in the next 5 years. I give it 5 years.